You finally found the village of Bumlidoff. These mountains really lack color. Let's see.
Fairy tale.
Peddler.
Tale.
Nämä pölkykkään jökkäni njoja. Nämä pölkykkään jökkäni njoja.
Deepened your pockets. Fair and square. If you're tired, maybe find a place to rest. The tribes need someone to unite them. Let's see. Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy, and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Berry?
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Pialtuma.
Seems reluctant to even say its name. It's become personal to her too, since it's taken so many of her innocent gnotes as prey.
Pala.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Pala.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Polakudo.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Taifananuma.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Taifananuma.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Urasa durut.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Vaseno kasaman warut.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that?
Puri kumbalamuma.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the gnotes die with it.
Andro?
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Masamal.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights do.
Anarolute.
They're just so shiny, makes her smile to think about them.
Kanamunt.
But let's not speak of that now.
Asana yotpa.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Asadurutu.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Pialtuma.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the Worldeater.
Inadabsunka.
She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Some wood scrap. Always happy to find that. This story is as powerful as you'll let it be. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut.
Berry?
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Domale tuk.
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Narolote.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Kial domale canodo.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut.
Andro?
It was the mere sound of the hoof puff that started it. She's never seen it so upset. It just ran away before. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Watch your balance. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. Don't forget the past. Learn from it.
Chialdo male canoto. Ala.
With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned.
Masamal.
She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got.
Canamunt.
The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old world mecha-Majut.
Andro?
If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo Shopperia while scavenging for treats for the Gnotes. That's not so far away.
Canamunta.
Seems the old world had plenty to offer, an all-in-one place for those obsessed with material things. Almost too much, if you ask her. A Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. Knock 'em flat. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the iBox broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the fields. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. Now hold on, sit tight. Isn't that the Mechamajut over there? You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the Mechamajut. That's too much distress. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Noko. Yes, some e-waste for you. Control your destiny, or someone else will. hardened. Yuck! That there's a sludge gush field, where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now it's all over. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. That notice board is cleaner than just about anything else around here. You're nudging up toward a played-out sludge field. Just follow your nose. This place used to pump sludge from the ground for fuel. If you think the sludge was nasty, it was worse when the Toxanol Corporation burned it. Some of it, but mostly they sent it to plants where they turned it into go juice and then burned that. You can probably find a track around here if you look hard enough. That's shut and good. A land as tough as you. Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of bonbon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride. Nocco's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe. You'll find Mito at Bright Light. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths. She's noticed the front teeth seem to be a little loose, so you might be able to pull them out with the pull hook. This might be the end of everything as we know it. Let's see. With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Claims to be a simple lamp maker, bringing light into the world as best he can. You've found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine? Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. They buy lots of his lamps. That's a tribe that believes in the bright things in the world. It's clear you do. Nothing shines as bright as being right. Says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right. Believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by. The gooing of the water in the ground is spread end of everything as we know it. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you. That's sure to be useful.
Kanamunt.
That's enough glitter moths to make her plan work.
Pial Tuma.
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the Worldeater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf. The rocky ridges have been called the Knoopstonies around here for as long as she can remember. It's said the stone was grey before, but somehow changed colour over time. For a beastie, this mount is so gentle. There's an aero wreck over there. So much wasted. Stand against that. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. There's some bouncy rubber scrap over there. You don't get to wander below ground like this every day. That sealed the fate of the third Worldeater. Just one more to go. Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan. This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large. Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again. She wonders if the rumors she's heard about you finding the Ark are true. Thinks that's impossible, of course, but she also knows you regularly make the impossible happen. With the world recovering, the Ark would be a wonderful way to see it, so much faster than even her favorite gnotes. Loves that you did your best to help the world rather than hurt it. You could have used much more of that, even before you returned. Any idea who might be joining you on your Arky journeys?
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Feels deeply honored that you'd want her to come with you. An Ark is no gnote, but she can't pass this up. She's coming aboard. Noko knows she's known for saying things over again. Seems surprised you have to go. Nothing beats the darkness.